I have been so excited waiting for you to get here this morning. We're going to have fun today. What have your teachers told you about the library?
I
Got books. Can you see all the books over here? We've got some books. And who said you have to be quiet?
That's right.
Everybody. That's right. But you know what? Okay, listen very, very carefully. Today is a very special day. There's no one here but you. The library is just for you today, and because of that, I'm going to be a little loud, and there are going to be times when I'm sorry, teachers, but there are going to be times when you get to be loud as well. It may be the only time you get to be loud in a library, but we're going to do it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can you see what's here on the table?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what our story's going to be about today? Hats! Lots and lots and lots of hats. Okay. Let's see. This one, our very first book, is called Caps for Sale. Cap is another word for hat, and that's what we're going to read about. Caps for Sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Does anybody know what a peddler is? It's really not. A peddler is an old-fashioned word for a salesman. A long time ago, people used to walk out along the road and they would have things to sell, and they would go knock on your mom's door or knock on your grandma's door and say, "Today I have for you a dozen eggs," or "Today I have for you a hat." Let's see what this peddler's going to sell. What we'll do is I'll move the book like this after I finish reading it so everybody can see the pictures, okay? Because the pictures are very important in this book. Once, there was a peddler who sold caps. But he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. Look at that! He would have to have very good posture, wouldn't he? First, he had on his own cap. Then he had on a bunch of gray caps. And then a bunch of brown caps. And then a bunch of blue caps. And then what color's on top? A bunch of red hats. Wow. It's hard for me to keep one hat on my head. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. Can you sit up very straight? Pretend you have a tall stack on your head. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap, caps for sale." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street saying, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted a cap. Not even a red one. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said, and he walked out of town, slowly, slowly, so not as to upset his caps. John, will you get my phone and turn it off, please? I am sorry, boys and girls. The librarian should know better than to have a phone on. The peddler walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "Ah, that's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very, very slowly and leaned back little by little against the trunk of that tree so as not to upset his hats. Then he put his hand up to feel if they were straight. First his own cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, and the blue caps, and then the red. Yes, look at that. How did he do that? Let's see. They were all there. So you know what he did? He went to sleep. He slept for a very long time.
And that might be me.
Don't tell the story.
Bye.
When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested, and he stretched, and he felt good. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were still there in the right place. But all he felt was his own cap. Uh-oh. We know there's water here. I don't know what happened. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked over here to the left. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps there. He looked behind the tree. Still no caps. Then he looked up in the tree. What do you think he saw? Monkeys in a tree. On every branch there sat a monkey. And on every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a white. Oh my goodness! The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, he said, shaking a finger at them, "you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their finger back at him and said, This made the peddler very angry, and he shook both hands at them, and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both hands back at him and said, Smart monkeys, aren't they? Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my hats." But then the monkeys only stomped their feet at him and said, Oh my goodness. By this time, this poor peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and he shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stomped both feet and looked back at him, and what did they say? These monkeys, they like their hats. At last he became so angry that he pulled off his hat and he threw it on the ground and he began to walk away. He really is upset, isn't he? But then, what did each monkey do? Took off their hats and threw them on the ground. Just took the hat off and threw it on the ground. They threw all of the gray caps, all of the brown caps, all of the blue caps, and all of the red caps. They all came flying down out of the tree. Look at that. So the peddler picked up his hat and put it back on his head. First he checked his hat. Then he checked the gray hats and the brown hats. He checked the blue hats and the red hats that were on the very top of the stack. And then slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Cabs, cabs for sale, 50 cents a cab." And that is all. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could walk with that many things on your head? I don't think I could. I'm just not sure I could. Okay. Do you know what finger plays are? Well, you're going to learn one today. And it's got a little bit about a hat in it. Okay? Watch me and then do the same thing that I do, and then we'll do it together, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. These are Grandma's glasses. And this is Grandma's hat. These are Grandma's hands that she folds in her lap. These are Grandpa's glasses. And this is Grandpa's hat. These are Grandpa's hands that he holds just like that.
These are Grandpa's hands that he holds
Just like that. Let's do it one more time. Okay? Who's first? Grandma. Grandma. Okay. These are Grandma's glasses.
These are Grandma's glasses.
Say it with me. And this is Grandma's hat. These are Grandma's hands that she folds in her lap. These are Grandpa's glasses. Grandpa's glasses. And this is Grandpa's hat. These are Grandpa's hands that he holds just like that. You all are so good at this. Very good. Okay, I have a surprise for you. Yeah, we're going to have some music. And we've got two special librarians who are going to sing and dance a little bit and entertain you. Now what we're going to do is the first time they're going to do the song, and then the second time we'll help them do the song. And this is where you get to be loud. The second time we do the song, we get to be loud, okay? I want to hear how loud you can. Teachers, forgive me. Okay, come on, gentlemen. Let's find your music.
We're sitting.
You're going to be sitting.
We're sitting first time.
We're going to sit.
listen the first time, and then they'll tell us what we can do after that, okay? Josephine, you need to back up where you are.
Are you ready? This is Jonathan and Mrs. Patrick. And if you come to the library with your mom and dad or your brother or sister, you'll probably see one of them here. Okay, are we ready? Okay.
I got a hat from the multi-award-winning CD Seasonal Songs in Motion by the Learning Station. I got a hat, it's a baseball hat. Put it on my head, give it a tap, then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a big straw hat. Put it on my head and give it a tap, then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head, unprotected from the weather. I wear a hat, a cloth one, sometimes even you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun. I wear a hat because of 3 words.
It's real fun!
I got a hat, it's a tall top hat. Put it on my head and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a captain's hat. Put it on my head and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head, unprotected from the weather. I wear a hat, and sometimes even leather.
Like this.
Without a hat, you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun. I wear a hat, because it's 3 words.
It's real fun. Yep.
I got a hat, it's a party hat. Put it on my head, give it a tap, then I spin around. Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a painter's hat. Put it on my head and give it a tap, then I spin around. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head, unprotected from the weather. I wear a hat, a cloth one, it's sometimes even leather. Without a hat, you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun. I wear a hat, because of 3 words.
What is it?
It's
real fun. Yes.
I got a hat, a safari hat. Put it on and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a western hat. Put it on my head and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head, protected from the weather. I wear a hat, a cloth one, sometimes even leather. Without a hat, you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun. I wear a hat, because of 3 words.
What is it? It's real fun. Yes.
I got a hat, I got a lot of hats. I like to wear them.
So good.
Thank you.
Do you think? Whoa! Do you think you can help John and Patrick sing this time? And when it gets to the part, 3 words.
What are the
What
3
are the
words?
3 words?
It's real
Even better. You've got the idea.
But we're gonna sing it really loud. It's real fun! Okay, let's try it. Let's try it one more time.
Because of 3
One.
words.
It's okay. All right,
Yes.
gentlemen, are you ready?
Hats are prepared.
Hats?
Hats are hanging.
Hats are ready.
Okay, Are you
The
ready
hats
to
are ready.
sing? You're the chorus. You're the choir. So you have to help them sing. They're not good singers. Okay, they didn't. They didn't. So let's sing for them.
I got a hat from the multi-award winning CD Seasonal Songs in Motion by the Learning Station. I got a hat, it's the
Baseball hat.
put it on my head and
Give it a tap.
then I spin around.
And clap.
Then I spin around my hat.
Got a hat. It's a strong straw hat.
Put it on my head,
Give it a tap.
then I spin around. Then I spin around.
The last one on Facebook.
You'd have a cold head
Brr.
from the weather.
I'm protected from the weather.
A cloth one, sometimes even leather. Without a hat, you'd have a head unprotected from the sun.
From the sun.
I wear a hat because of three words.
What are they?
It's real fun!
Good job.
Give it a tap.
Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a cat.
Captain's hat. Put it on my head.
And give it a tap. Then I spin around. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head, unprotected from the weather.
Brr.
I wear a hat, a cloth one, it's sometimes even leather. Without a hat, you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun. I wear a hat because of three words.
It's real
Put it on my head and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. I got a hat, it's a
Painter's hat. Put it on my head.
and give it a tap. Then I spin around and clap. Then I spin around my hat. Without a hat, you'd have a cold head,
Brr.
protected from the weather.
Rain, snow.
A cloth one, it's sometimes even leather. Without a hat, you'd have a head, unprotected from the sun.
Oh.
I wear a hat because of three words.
Hard. Oh. Western.
You have a cold head, unprotected from the weather. I wear a hat, a cloth one, and sometimes even leather. Without a hat, unprotected from the sun.
Oh.
We need a monkey.
So many hats.
You all did a really good job with that.
Good job, y'all.
Okay, I need one of you to stay. We're going to show the students some of these strange and unusual hats. Is that your hat? Patrick, is that your hat?
This is my hat. I
Okay.
brought it from home.
It's not very strange and unusual, but it is his hat.
I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. Okay.
This is more my style.
All right. Whose hat is this? Ah, John wore it from Princeton, driving back to work yesterday. He's kind of okay. What kind of hat? What does a chef do?
A cook.
Yes. They fix fancy food, don't they? The chef. Okay. It's not quite big enough. Okay. All right. We know what kind of hat this
Party
is.
hat.
Yes. And you saw John wear it. Huh.
Football.
What do you call it? Do you call it a football hat?
Yeah.
What do you call it? A helmet. Football helmet.
Why is a helmet different than a hat?
It's hard,
It's hard, but why is that good? Why do football players want a hard hat?
Because they can
Can't you say it protects your head? Does a regular hat protect your head?
No, it doesn't, does it?
It
It wouldn't
Okay,
help
stop,
John
Mr.
any. Okay, we said that the helmet protects the head. What kind of?
A fire
It's very heavy as well. Do you know why?
Why?
When a fireman goes into a fire, things can fall, walls can fall, or pieces of furniture, so he has to have his head protected there. But it is very heavy. I was really surprised when I picked up that one. Let's see. You saw this one already, but you might not know what kind of hat it is. Can anybody guess? We called it a captain's hat. It was a captain of the police department. It says PD on it. For police department. All these different hats. What else do we? Oh, okay. How did you know that one? What do you think? Looks good on John, don't you think? What is this one? Perfect. A construction hat. What's construction? They build stuff. And is a hard hat as well to protect them when they're walking. That looks good, John. I like that one. Oh, okay. I know. What kind of hat is this? A circus hat? A top hat? It could be a dance hat. It's a magician's hat. Have you ever seen a magician pull a rabbit? John, can you pull a rabbit out of his hat? Can you pull a rabbit out? Well, a real magician could. Yes. It's a magician's hat. Okay, let's see. John. I bet they don't know what this one is, John. It's a nurse, yes. It looks good on John, don't you think? Don't they say I have a baby hat?
Why would we have
What's a baby hat? It is a hat for babies. Here, John. Okay. Anybody know what kind of hat this is? A what? That's a very good answer. Fishermen wear hats like these, so when they're fishing, back of their neck doesn't get burned. See, turn around, just let them see. It's all covered up, just like that. How about that? Okay, I've got one for you, but I'm not going to let John wear it.
Oh,
I know.
oh, that's a hat.
That's a hat.
What hat is that?
A long, long time ago, a lady who lived here in Athens wore this hat when she went outside. A long time ago, ladies did not like to get sun on their skin. They wore long sleeves like I do, and they wore a bonnet like this. Keeps the sun off their face, keeps the sun off their back. This hat is, about 190 years old. That's very, very old. So we have to be very careful with it. Okay, John, what else can we show them? What's this?
A night hat.
A night hat. Yeah, well, sometimes John acts like a knight in shining armor. But this actually don't fit his head either. This is a band hat. Have you seen Concord's band when they march at homecoming, like football games? They don't wear hats like this anymore. This one's kind of old. But that's what they used to wear. March for us, John, and show them how that feather wiggles. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, what kind of hat is that?
A balding.
A balding. When do you wear a toboggan?
It's already freezing outside. The white beanie?
Will it fit? What do you think? No wishes for her. A safari hat, yes. Do you know what we use this hat for at the library? Sometimes we go on adventure safaris in the library. And the leader wears that hat and takes you into the deep, dark shelves where we learn about animals and where we learn about different countries and we learn about rivers and jewels and stones and all the other magic things you can find in a library. Looks good on John, doesn't it? He has a good adventure. Okay, I have another historical hat. And I bet some of the teachers might not know what this hat is.
Looks like a police hat.
It does look like a police hat.
A male hat.
It does look like a male hat, but they don't wear those
A
anymore.
zoo hat.
Okay, listen up.
A zoo hat.
Listen. A long time ago, when you went to put gas in your car, you didn't pump the gas. There was a man there in a uniform wearing a hat like this. And he came out to your car and he pumped the gas in for you and he cleaned the windshield. deal. He was a gas station attendant. And he wore a hat like this with his uniform. Sometimes I wish there were still gas station attendants. Okay. That's all of my hats. Let's see. Oh, no. I have another hat. Patrick, I need one more.
What's up?
These are called, let's see, paper hat. That's so plain. This, my dears, is a chapeau. A chapeau. Chapeau is a French word for hat. And Mr. John and Mr. Patrick helped me make one for each and every one of you. And you can wear it, and you can keep it, or... Okay, pass them a hat out so they can put them on.
You're welcome.
What do we need to tell them?
You're welcome. You will look so special when you walk away today wearing your chapeau.
I can fit my hat. I tell my mom I'm wearing this one. I can fit my hat. I can definitely fit my head. You're gonna get one.
That one looks like
Let me get That makes just right. This one's really
Miss Ryan,
we should give your parents
Josephine,
a
thank
hat?
you.
I think we should. I think they should wear a hat just like you.
Hurry up! I got a hat jacket. Hey, Colton. Hello. Everybody's just wearing a hat.
I am so glad you came today and you let us share some of our funny hats with you. Would you like to see something really funny now?
Yeah!
Turn your head around and look. Don't they look good?
Yeah, that's okay.
Is that better? Okay.
Come on right here.
Miss Connie has one other area of the library we get to see, okay? Right. We're gonna go ahead and get in your class line. Right, the class is gonna line up right here.
Hey.